Hey guys, I'm Asier. I'm from Madrid from the High School Julio Perez, and this is a break for my advanced English class about if I'm an average guy. So I'm going to show you some of my common and uncommon stuff, and then I will tell you if I'm not an average guy.
Okay guys, so let me first start with my common stuff. The first thing is that I'm right-handed, even when my father is left-handed. This is really common because roughly 19% of people around the world are right-handed. The next thing is that I do have a cell phone, just like the other 75% of teenagers in the world, but don't think badly from people that don't have one. I'm also a male, as you can see, and this is kind of common because this represents 50.24% of the total population. I also love playing video games with my friends, like the other 97% of teens. And it's even more common for me, because there is a slight gender division, 99% of boys compared to 94% of girls. Right now, I go to public school, and despite what you can think, not so many people go to private schools here in Spain. Now, to be in a public school, it's around 52%. And in high school, I'm studying senior year. Right now, this is really common here, because it's close to 70% of teens. It's even more common in Madrid, because it is around 81%. This can sound weird, but this percentage is really good, because in Spain, teens are not forced to study junior and senior year, because you just can leave high school when you are 16 after you graduate from sophomore to start working. I also think that I have more common stuff, but I'm pretty sure that the ones that I said were the coolest ones, so I'm going to keep going with my uncommon stuff. The first thing that I thought it was uncommon is that I have a savings account, and this is only between 20 to 45% of teens have one. I cannot use it right now because I'm not an adult, 18, but in the same moment that I turn 18, it will be a bank account, not anymore a savings account, because I will no longer save all my money. Probably the most of it, but not all. I am 6'4", and this is really uncommon here for a 70-year-old Spanish boy, where the average height is 5.7. The fact is that the most of the boys in my father's family are really tall. He's over 6 foot, but it's completely the opposite from my mom's. She is only 5'4". Also, as you can see in the video, I'm in one of the less than 8% of gingers that Spain have. I'm going to tell you a curious fact. During the Spanish Inquisition, ginger hair was proof that someone had stolen the fire of hell and had to be burned as a witch. So I'm really glad to be born in this century and not a ton of years ago. I'm also a swimmer. This sport is not as popular as soccer or football or whatever you call it, but I love it anyway. I started swimming because when I was little, I was really tall and with too much energy to waste. So my mom decided that it was the best sport for me to use all of that energy and to avoid any future back injuries. I also play water polo too, but I hope that I can start playing handball because it's a sport that I always wanted to play, and it is also more uncommon here. And even if I get good enough, I can even go to the Olympics, that I will really like it. Now I'm going to tell you the thing that I like the most from my uncommon stuff, is that I studied my junior year last year in the United States, in the state of Michigan, in a little town called DeWitt, in Michigan. it was one of the best years of my life. Not only because right now I guess that I have a good level of English, but it's because I met the greatest people there, and I want so badly to come back there for college. Also, I have the best family that I could ask for. The only thing that I want to do right now is to keep in touch with my friends until I come back visit this summer. I'm also really lucky because my father works in the Iberia airline company, so I used to travel a lot. I traveled to England to London for a summer camp like 4 times, and I met people from all over the world. I traveled last Christmas to Santo Domingo, and I get tan and a little sunburn, and it was really cool. I really like it. I traveled to Johannesburg, to South Africa for a safari when I was little. I loved it too. Also to Buenos Aires in Argentina, and to Rome and Venice in Italy. But I really want to go back to the United States and also to Australia and the Sahara Desert. The next thing is that I don't have any siblings. This is kind of uncommon here in Spain because not so many people don't have any siblings. Many years ago, families used to have a lot of children. Right now, the normal thing is to have a brother or maybe two, because I think I only have like 2 or 3 friends that don't have any siblings, so it's kind of uncommon. And the last thing that I'm going to say about my uncommon stuff is that I play the viola in my town's orchestra. Many people don't know what a viola is. The viola is like a big violin, and it's really uncommon because there are not a lot of professional viola players. A lot of violin players, but not viola players. But I really like violin.
As you can see, I have a lot of common and uncommon stuff, but I'm pretty sure that I have more uncommon things. But if you're still thinking that I'm a common guy, I will tell you one thing. I'm going to do as much as I can to be uncommon, because I don't want to be like anybody else, I just want to be like myself.